Otherwise, you well, welcome to the Curport. It is Gcobani Bobo here at Keeping It Rugby, and I am so delighted. I'm with one of the Engcobo natives, where I was born, where I grew up, when from 9 months. This man has gone all the way. People sometimes even consider him a King William style young gentleman. It's his first time coming out and chatting and having a go at coming to see you rugby enthusiasts and involve you in his conversation. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about the sensation. I'm talking about someone who electrified the fields. I'm talking about, if you haven't seen this and you don't know what I'm talking about, it is Aphiwe Dyantyi, the one and only. AP, otherwise you well, my guy.
That wasn't very well. Very well. Thank you for having me. Thank you for the intro as well.
I mean, I've got so much love for you. Just not the fact that Engcobo is where we're from, and I mean, where I sort of, like as a toddler, I was there. It's just like, I got so much for you. I remember I was with Muzi, Mac Messina. And Coach Mac, and we were watching you play sevens. Can you remember then? I think you were like 19 or something.
No, so actually,
yeah.
So actually, I got out of school 16, turning 17. So I remember the tournament we were playing in George. We were playing for Kaizer Chiefs.
Yes.
Sevens invitational team. Yeah, and I mean, I was there, 17-year-old, and you guys had Demas in your team, Bernardo Porta, who's now, coincidentally, I work with him currently now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that was the first time we met officially. Yeah. And
Kulu was your coach?
Yes, Tatuls as well. As well, someone who was very instrumental, in that period, me coming to Joburg, leaving high school.
Yeah.
Very interesting time.
It's a very interesting time. I mean, we share an alma mater, Dell College.
Oh, Amadota. Yeah.
Do you know the story about Amadota?
No, actually.
So back in the day, my father and his mates loved Dell College so much. So they used to go watch Dale, there at the main field, the graveyard. Right at the back there by the scoreboard. Mm-mm. That's the only place they were allowed to, outside the fence.
Yeah.
So they used to sit there. And every time Dell College boys used to run on, Amadota!
Is that where that comes from?
Oh, my guy.
Oh, smack.
So, bit of history for those who don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of the Dale guys as well. This will probably be their first time hearing about it.
Yeah, so and then I got to work with you, and I know I was a very different coach with my motorbike, my Velo Velapi. I had a scooter,
yes.
and I just got back from the UK, and I was like everyone else. You retire, you try to find yourself, and I thought, why don't I get into coaching? Scully sort of says to me, why don't you come and just help out? And I thought to myself, best way to get myself involved was to impart a bit of knowledge.
Yes.
I mean, AP, loads has happened.
Since then?
I
was a fly-off when you came in.
You were at 10?
I was a fly-off. Then I think in that time, between yourself and Coach Mac, I mean, I sometimes tell people about it.
Yeah.
To say between yourself and Coach Mac, I remember you guys were like, because at the time, when I played Courses, I was invited to Lions under 19.
Yeah.
Right? And I got there, the coach was Coach Bev. And Coach Bev said, I'm gonna play wing. 2 sessions, I never came back again.
You're like, I'm not going to this wing position.
This is not gonna happen. I left, and then Scully called me now to UJ.
Yeah.
Right? Then when I was there, Coach Mac was seconds, you were first back.
Yeah.
And then I could see you didn't want to talk me directly out of this fly-off thing. You were like, you're going to be a fullback. Then I was at fullback then. It was done in such a subtle way that no. If our 10 comes off, you'll go in at 10.
Yeah.
Fullback. From fullback, I remember then I was at 13. From 13, I was covering wing. Before I know it, when I went back to the lines on the 21, full on wing. So I was like,
so I mean, like those times, I mean, you figuring it out. I mean, I knew you didn't have the so-called bursaries of playing UJ. Yeah. You went there to study. How does then rugby become this thing that you sort of like, oh, okay, this is catching fire?
So amidst all of that, if you remember, when I didn't fly off position at the Lions.
Yeah.
I came back, and as you say, quite rightfully point out that I didn't have a bursary. I think one of the conversations I had with Coach Swys, he's like, dude, what's the worst thing that could happen? Right? He's like, you'll have a chance to study, right? You'll get a bursary, and you're not dumb, bro. And I mean, if you finish your degree and you don't want to play rugby and you've done with your studies, then it's a win-win.
Yeah.
You know? So I think initially it was an ends to a mean.
Yeah.
Where this thing is going to help me finish my studies, which is what I'm here for, because there was a whole backstory of me leaving high school because I never got the chance
to play first team.
Exactly.
You're still sour.
Yeah, sour is a word you could use. But reality is, I was still very young.
Yeah.
When I left school, and there were guys ahead of me, and possibly if I stayed and did post-matric, I would have probably walked into the first team.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, just put it in context. You one of those people finished matric, 16, 10, 17.
Yes, exactly.
So, I mean, like then for you to even to be at tertiary, I mean.
Yeah, so for me, literally, it was one of those things that didn't work out. So at least here, I'm getting a bursary and I can study and play rugby. And I won't lie to you, at every stage and every year that I applied myself and played, it just grew. And, the love for the game, it just comes through.
Yeah.
The one moment you're playing just UJ first team and you're getting coached by Gcobani Bobo, right?
Oh, wow. You're making me feel like that.
Yeah. I mean, you might not look at it like that, but I mean, at the time, I'm a 17, 18-year-old. I'm like, dude.
Okay. Someone believes in you.
Yeah, just last year. I mean, the previous year, I would have never thought, I would be in a place like that. Fast forward, I'm playing for Varsity Cup, I'm playing on TV, I'm getting men of the matches. The next, I'm Lions under 21. So, I just rode my wave.
Yeah.
And I think each year there was progress. I believed more and more.
Yeah.
And it just gave me that thing that this thing could be much more than just a bursary.
Yeah.
It could be actually a way of life for me and a break for myself. And as you say, for where I came from, no one from that side of Eastern Cape, regards rugby as actually a thing.
Yeah.
So it was a thing that this might be a stepping stone to be able to give those guys something to look up to and say, hey, look, someone who comes from where we come from has actually done it.
Yeah.
It might be not the conventional way of doing it, but that's the beauty of South African rugby, the structures that we have. There's so many levels that if maybe you missed out on Grand Como, there's still many structures that you could still find yourself in and pick up from them and go on to make it in rugby.
So then the Varsity Cup happens. There's hype. You starting to see yourself. You're starting to see and believe in what you can do. How does then I always say, like, you play your first season and then everyone sort of writes you up and sort of talk to you like you are this type of player. How much did that started to influence the way that you sort of approach the game?
Look, of course, I think the year before, going from a guy who just played Paris Grand Challenge,
Yeah.
and just playing UJ first team,
Yeah.
and then the following year, already now you're in the dream team. Already now you're hearing unions inquiring about you. God, I mean, at the time I didn't even have an agent.
You're like, what's this?
I didn't have an agent, you know, and that transition for me, I think everyone looks at it and says everything of yours happened so quickly.
Yeah.
Right? But then people forget that I got there when I was 17.
Yeah.
Then my first actual contract happened when I was 22.
Gee.
So all the time I was playing, I was an envelope player.
Yeah. If you don't understand envelope player,
So, like, I was an
you
envelope
get the
player.
match fees, right?
Yeah, so I only got match fees because I would play in Lions under 21.
Yeah.
And then end of the season, I'm top try scorer. Then they're like, thank you for your services. Then
Cheers.
I go back to UJ. So for me, I think by that time, just the hunger that I had and that whole thing that I missed an opportunity high school.
Yeah.
Now this is an opportunity for me. I think at that point, nothing would have stopped me from making it to the level that I wanted to. And to a certain degree, I think I blocked out all the noise in terms of people, you know, or
What's
pundits.
supposed to be.
What's supposed to be. For me, it was about, this is where I am now. This is where I come from. The next step for me is going to be me getting a contract. And that was my focus. And lo and behold, you know, by grace or by hook or by whatever, I got there, you know. And I think for me, at that point, nothing mattered. It was just me being on the field, playing, because I understood that was the currency. I didn't come there with a name.
Sure.
So the only currency I had was me being on the field and showing what I can do.
Jeez.
And I think once you do that, you get the respect of the guys that you play with. And yeah, you just keep building with that. And a lot of people will say, when you came in, you just seemed like a guy who had so much confidence. I think for me, it was more of,
like, don't cock it up.
Exactly. I've had this before and I kind of messed it up. I can't mess it up again.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, come hell or high waters, I just need to make sure.
And then the contract comes.
Again, the contract one was a tricky one because now I get called by Coach Akis.
Yeah.
Right? At the Lions. And I'm invited to come train. So at the
squad.
The squad. So at the time, the wingers that were there.
Who are you competing against then?
Anthony Forming, Sampi Mastri, Matosh Tambwe, Sylvian Mahuza, Ruan Kombreng, Kotnas Kosan.
And these are names. Like,
these
you're
are like
naming
household names.
These are names.
So I'm like, God damn.
Is this possible?
Is this possible that I've been... So then, now, in the midst of all of this, I get an agent.
Yeah.
You know, Gert van der Merwe, who, you know, is still a very good friend of mine.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Still today. So I'm here now, and then they say, AP, you're going to get a contract, but now you have to do a medical. So I'm like, what's a medical? They're like, no, a medical is this and whatever. I failed the medical.
How? What?
They tell me, no, you have a torn meniscus.
So you at risk.
So I played an entire Varsity Cup season with a torn... Because I remember, I would tell the guys, it's like, what's wrong with my knee? And all
Strap it.
Yeah, strap it. And I wouldn't gym. I'd just be available for like match day. Wow. Like that was my thing. I mean, they would manage my load during the week.
Yeah.
Throughout to the Sunday, Monday, play, man of the match.
That's it.
But then now, when I failed the medical, then I said I have to do an op.
So that
hopefully when I'm back, they're going to do medical, then they can sign me. So now I'm starting to get nervous now. Because I'm like,
what if this thing...
What if now after the op, I don't play the same? And then and then these guys say no. But then speaking to Gert and Akis, they were like, dude, trust me. Gert was like, dude, Akis wants you. Just make sure you look after your knee.
Rehab and all of that.
Rehab, and then you'll be back. So this is end of 2016. Now, of course, going into the new Varsity Cup campaign, now I'm getting calls from other people.
Jeez.
From other unions.
Yeah.
Even the seventh.
Yeah.
Now I'm pestering my agent. I'm like, dude, let's take these things.
Let's make a decision.
To an extent where the Bobs, one of the unions, sent me a contract. Right?
What?
I went there, saw the facility, whatever, because I said, what's the worst that could happen? Let's have options. Right? I went there, gave me a contract. So they said, look, sign the contract so that even if you leave, we won't submit it. But then if you give us the go-ahead,
we can, this could be viable.
Yeah, because we need dry ink.
Okay.
You can't sign it digitally. We need dry ink.
Wow.
So I signed this paper. I leave it there, I go. So apparently they said 2 weeks, whatever.
Sure.
If I don't respond within 2 weeks, then they'll take it that I'm not coming. Okay. In that 2 week period, I think I played 2 Varsity Cup games.
Yeah.
Again, played very well.
Yeah.
Then now Coach Akisi calls me. He's like, we're going to Singapore in 3 weeks. I want you to, since now 2017.
Squad. Yeah.
It's like, I want you to go. 2017. Now, I do my medical, everything done. I'm a Lions player. The problem is, apparently there's a contract that's signed.
That you already signed. You don't have it easy, right?
Not now, guys.
This is now
everything that I've worked.
It's become
towards.
the sort of when you don't. It was never really a dream, but now this is eventuating now. This is it.
So I was like, not now. But I mean, long story short,
my
agent was able to sort it out. Then I joined the Lions after the Varsity Cup campaign. Then I think week before I was meant to travel to Singapore.
Yeah.
Had an injury.
Yes.
Then I couldn't play. So I was out now for the rest of the Super Rugby season.
Yeah.
I was out. Then I came back. Then I came back Super Sport Challenge.
Yeah.
At the time.
Yes, the Super Sport Challenge.
That had replaced the Vodacom Cup.
Yeah.
Super Sport Challenge, again, played well. Curry Cup ended that year. Then 2018 came.
Yes.
Right? And everyone was like, where's this kid come from?
Yeah. He hasn't been identified. He's never played AC schools. He was not even in the first team at school.
Exactly. And I mean, even pre-season, weeks leading to the first game against the Sharks.
Yeah.
Right? So as I said, Sambi Mastri was gone, so it's Anthony forming. And the starting wings then were Courtnall,
yes,
and Ron Combring.
And they were Bok that time.
Yes. And just under them was Sylvian, Mahuza, and Madosh.
Yeah, big reps.
Yeah.
Big reps.
So now, again, it was like dominoes. Combring, shoulder, injury, out. Okay. Madosh, knee, out. So now I'm like, okay, there's 3 now. There's 3 left. So I'm okay, it's probably going to be Courtnall, Madosh, Sylvian on the bench. So I'm still out.
Yeah.
And then there was Formink. Formink gets injured. The same week, Courtnall's co-son gets injured.
Gee,
I'm like, no.
What is happening? AP, this is when the Lions they flying. I mean, Swys the Brain, Ackerman, the Curry Cup was won. unbeaten.
I mean, even at Curry Cup, I never played any games, but I was part of the squad.
Yeah.
You know, Coach Akis wanted me to be a part of that. But, I mean, I didn't play. But at that time, for you to just be a part of that Lions team, whether you were training, I think some of the guys that I know now from that time, you know, like I think some of the guys, I mean, I've seen, they still carry it as a badge of honor, just being a part of that squad, because it was a really special group of players. The depth we had in each position was scary. So, for example, you look at scrum halves. So you had Faf, you had Ross Cronje, you won't believe who else was there. But at the time, he was not even in the picture. He was sent to Wits. Krappie.
Yes, Mone van der Berg.
Yeah.
What? I mean, to actually think, like...
So it's like crazy. He couldn't even be in the Super Sport Challenge team.
What? I mean, 2025, I mean, man is starting tests, he's playing and...
Yeah, I mean, good on him. I mean, he's a good kid. He's a good kid on and off the field.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the time, so now I'm left with two guys.
Yeah. I know,
Yes.
you know, look to someone else, it might sound as if like you being like this person who's taking names.
I know, right?
It's a competitive environment. And you know what you have to do to get yourself in the picture.
Exactly.
And as much as we are all teammates,
yes,
at the same time, it's the individual in you as a competitor and as a player, you want to get your chance.
Bobs, if I tell you, I think because we were playing the Sharks, right? And Sharks were always a difficult game for the Lions. As much as I can sit here and say, as a competitor, I wanted to play, a huge part of me was like, I don't mind being on the bench.
Especially for this game.
Or I don't mind you guys involving me on the second game. Just you know? And the culture that the coaches had built was so that, you know, having the strongest team on the field, you know, didn't mean Aphiwe got the glory.
Sure.
Like it meant as a collective, because I think that's how a lot of the guys became Boks in that setup. You know, it was not because maybe they put themselves ahead. It's because they put the team first, and that showed, and through that they shone through, and guys got their chance. And when I got the chance, I wasn't sure myself if I was ready, to be honest, because it was up until that week where I was like, I'm not sure if I'm ready.
I mean, you never know.
You know? And now, Coach Akis, pre-season, he had left. Then now Swys took over as head coach.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not sure about this, because my guy here was
Akis is the one who gave you the shot.
He gave me a chance. Now, I'm not too sure with Swys where...
I mean, Swys, he's anything could happen.
So I think when me and him clicked is when I tried things on the field.
Yeah.
And normally when you try things on the field and they don't work, what I think made me and him click, he always saw what I was trying to do.
Oh, yeah.
He always saw what I was trying to do. And so, example, he'd say, like, inside the 22. So I remember the week before the game, I remember training, I got the ball inside the 22. I chipped the ball. Then the other guy caught it and he marked it.
Oh, yes.
So then he was like, next time, grab it.
Yeah, put it on the floor.
Because it's like three things are going to happen. Either you're going to score, or the guy is going to dot it down at 22, we receive it.
Yeah.
Or the ball's going to be too short, he has to take it out, our line out.
So in a way, you never... He merited the decision instead of what was the result of what happened.
Exactly. And lo and behold, that first game against the Sharks, against Lozi, I grabbed the ball.
Because now it's been put there. It's planted.
He planted that seed that when you get there, don't chip, grab the ball.
Yeah.
So then I was like,
Hey, this works.
this worked, and it worked. And I was like,
We're in here.
we're in the mix here. Then I think from there,
I mean, that Hawk Warriors game, you know, like I look at it like it becomes like this explosive, like you starting to really feel that it felt like as if you felt now like you belong. I mean, I knew it because like as a player, I've always sort of studied you. I sort of knew when you throw the chin that the inside left foot was coming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, oh, he's gonna do this guy. You score those tries, and I mean, and I said like Owen used to call that, and he what's going through your? I mean, sometimes I know as players we don't really. It's almost like a POV, right? You just dealing with the situation, but like there is emotion and feel. What's going through you though?
at that time, I think for me, it only, because when I'm on the field, you know, it would always take me back to, because I think I finished high school playing thirds, right? And although a lot of people will like, you know, frown upon that.
Yeah.
I remember at that time for me, playing against thirds, I mean, I had a scrum half. He was much like me. Akona Stiwuno.
Yes.
And it was so interesting. Our game was more packed. I mean,
The third team.
The third team, the stands, guys to come watch us, than it was for the second team. But it was like crazy. And I think like that step,
Wow.
right?
Yeah.
And the roar and the crowd.
Yeah.
I think when you say, you know, you could see that I was in my element.
Yeah.
It felt like that. I was like,
This is
nah,
this is what we do.
This is like this is it.
Yeah.
This is it. Of course, I think the magnitude of it. I think at that time I never quite understood it.
Sure.
Because, as I said, I'm in the moment and
Momentum is happening.
and everything now seems like at the speed at which people describe things to say this kid just came out of nowhere and things are just happening for him.
Yeah.
Even for me, it was like
Bit of a whirlwind.
Yeah, it was a bit of a whirlwind, and things were happening, you know, pretty quick.
Yeah.
Pretty quick, and I had no time to think about a lot. For me, it was just
Let's play.
enjoy the moment, and I did.
Yeah.
I did. Really enjoyed it.
I mean, AP, it doesn't just becomes that. I mean, the Lions are like, they in the Super Rugby finals. The Lions are doing well week in, week out. There's hype and there's talk that, you know, national team. How do you sort of like frame your head around that then?
You see, even now, I mean, having to explain and express that.
Yeah.
I never expected it.
Yeah.
For me to get called up to the box.
Yeah.
And I think, just like any kid, right?
Yeah.
Like even though when I left school, rugby never became a dream of mine.
Yeah.
But I mean, growing up as a kid, you know, I'm the last born of 4 kids.
Sure.
So 3 of my brothers were already had in boarding school. So I was the only one left at home. So whenever I'd get the chance, after watching rugby, for example, you're out there as a kid, you know, pretending to be some Springbok, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just play, right? It's up until that moment when now people start talking about it. And now you're living it and you're like, could it really be that?
Like, seriously?
I could be that guy?
Yeah.
You know? And I think even when you go to the alignment camp,
Yes.
you know, it's so surreal that you still ask yourself every other time.
These guys are talking to me.
These guys were
Actually, that's my name on that.
actually, and you always need to keep your composure.
How did you exactly?
No, but I had I had a dope roommate though.
Yeah.
I had a dope roommate, Trevor
Yes.
Nyakan.
Yes.
I always made jokes, always tried to make me calm.
Yeah.
Always tried to, he was very chilled.
Yeah.
He was very chilled. Like at my initial camps, he was my roommate. And some of the senior guys, because I think the time we came in,
Yeah.
that year, from the management, there was a huge shift in terms of the culture.
Yeah.
Although
this is when Rassi takes
over. Although there was still a bit of residue of the old culture in terms of you guys are juniors, the seniors.
Yeah.
But
something was changing.
Yeah, something was changing because like Rassi's thing was, we're not gonna have buzzwords and cultural things and all of these whatever.
We need to earn this thing.
We're gonna have a main thing.
Let the main thing stay
the main thing is going to be the main thing, and the main thing is going to be South Africa.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
And if everything that we do is centered around that, then all the other nice things, because I remember even then, guys were complaining that, because normally the guys would get like kit.
Yeah.
They'd get like stupid amounts of kit.
Yeah.
My alignment camp, we got like 2 vests and...
Like you have to earn everything.
Right? And like he said, guys, we are in that place because there's been too many sideshows and no brands or sponsors are going to be a part of an organization that is not performing.
Sure.
Right?
And so reality was brought into
you. So for you guys to get all of these things, you guys need to do well here and leave all these, I'm a senior, I'm this, I'm that. Let's focus on this, get this right, then everything else will come. Yeah, so I think for me, that also helped me in my rugby in the sense that I then knew leaving there, let me leave the other things that people are saying.
So you could just declutter all of it.
Yeah, so as long as I focus on the rugby,
the rest will look after itself.
The rest will look after itself.
Wow.
And that's, and like that became my focus. Just focus on the rugby, just focus on playing, just focus on being fit, and then everything else.
I just want to bring it back a bit because at that time you're already done with your studies.
Yeah, it happened so nicely because I finished my undergrad. When I finished my undergrad, again with that bursary.
Yeah.
Undergrad, then going into postgrad. The year I got injured.
Yes.
Right? Allowed me to finish my postgrad. So by the time now I got into
like professional
rugby, I was done with my studies.
So now you got a something to fall back on. Family is happy too.
Yeah.
You which is very important because support base. I mean, it's key. And even yourself mentally, you know what, I'm not just, yes, you're giving it all, but at least, you know what I mean? There is something to fall back to. Not that you are using it as a safety net or any case, but it was there. And it's something that you achieved. Did you feel that level of accomplishment of having done your studies and knowing that you are competent to achieve anything?
I think just like any graduate,
when
you finish graduating, no matter what level of degree, you almost feel like you can, give me a job. Or I'm validated now in the so-called real world.
Here's my paper.
Here's my paper. But I think life being life, and as I've learned life, the degree itself is not what does things for you.
I like that.
Yeah, the degree itself, and the weirdest thing, till today, the last time I saw my degree was the day I graduated. That's the last day I saw it. That was the first time, and the last day I saw it.
You had to apply yourself.
Yeah, but I think that's what that level of education gives you.
Yeah.
It gives you an open mind.
Yeah.
And the ability to critical think in scenarios and in situations. I think that's what it gives you. and how you apply that, because some people apply that by wanting a job, being in the job market. Other people, other people by being entrepreneurs, so it's just how you apply the knowledge you got there. But again, there's now, that is academic knowledge.
Yeah.
You still need to learn practical knowledge.
Yeah.
And job market knowledge.
Yeah.
And I think once you get the balance of that and you know yourself, I think that's the other part of varsity that people overlook. It's an opportunity for you to learn yourself.
Yeah.
And learn about yourself. And what you like, what you don't like. And moreover, to develop yourself as a person.
Sure.
And I think once you're able to develop yourself as a person and simultaneously academically you're developing yourself, I think you marry those things together, and the experience you get in life, then I think that's when, you've got a serious weapon.
Yeah. It's that the opportunity meeting preparation.
Yeah, exactly.
Situation.
Exactly.
And then that green and gold.
Yeah.
What happens? Gold. How does that happen?
So now, of course, you've been going to alignment camps.
Yeah.
Now, you start putting pressure on yourself, of course.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I've been here now.
This is my standard.
This is a standard. Can I need? Now, and I mean, reflecting on it now, it's nice and light, But you go to one camp and already it's like, by you being there once, people have certain level of expectations of you.
Yeah.
Now it's no longer expectations that you have of yourself.
Yeah.
It's what people now
perceive to be
if they see you at a Springbok camp or senior alignment camp. And that's not just maybe only in the field of play. It's also how you conduct yourself
socially.
All right.
All of a sudden, there's people coming at you like, hey,
right?
This guy has got that look,
All of a sudden now, he doesn't look bad.
Now you can sell a brand.
So yeah, I think coming back, but one thing that it did help me with, people having those expectations and myself having expectations of myself, I was always accountable to myself.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
I was always accountable to myself. And I think at that time in my career, that's what I needed, because it's very easy when you're that young to not have that discipline.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you say, I'm still young. I'll still be called back here. My career's still long.
This is me.
But for me, it just helped me to zone in, being like, okay, I'm pretty down in the packing order in terms of the guys that potentially going to play. But if I focus, you never know what happens. At UJ, it happened. At the Lions, it happened. Maybe it can happen, And that was my whole approach to it. Then now I think when that June Test Series squad was announced, then it kind of felt like, okay. But then there's so many things that happen, when you are in the box.
Yeah.
Even outside of like the rugby in terms of appearances that you guys do. And there's so much in those weeks. You have to train. There's just so much that happens, right?
There's a lot. I mean, there's appearances, there's people. I mean, it's part of the trade. I guess we all understand that you become almost South Africa sort of like owns you, and you there to serve them, and you understand that you're serving the country, but at the same time you're still young. You still want to prove yourself. You still want to make sure that everyone understands that this doesn't mean because I'm smiling and taking photos and signing autographs that I think I've arrived.
Yeah,
because that's
exactly.
another thing you don't want to sort of come across as if you are this like, this is all about me type of thing. So like having to manage that expectation, because it is a bit of an expectation around.
So I think for me, again, hindsight is always easy.
Yeah, 50-50.
Yeah.
That's
Right?
us.
So I think for me, if there's one thing that I wish I had, looking back, was I wish I did more reflection of where I was
At that time, at that
space,
and
right? Because it almost felt like there was no time for that.
yeah,
I was always, now I went from a Varsity Cup player, now I'm a professional Springbok kid looking up to me.
yeah.
And to be honest, I didn't know what that was,
Or what's this supposed to be
or
like?
what it entailed, or what it was supposed to look like.
Yeah.
You just look at how other guys are doing things,
And you just follow.
and you just follow. Right?
It's like,
And that's how you learn.
you know, like it's like
that's how you
traveling.
learn.
It's like traveling with your family, where now you have to make sure that everyone is around, and when you're traveling with the team, you just follow the colors of the team.
Exactly.
You're just like, oh, they're moving that way. That means they've just called us to the gate, and
Exactly. So I mean, it's that. I think for me, for that first test match.
yes,
that
and it's at Emirates
yes.
or Ellis Park.
Ellis Park. So I think that whole week, or even the training camp,
Yeah,
it was like rugby. And I think we did the jersey handover.
yeah.
And I was seeing guys crying. I'm like, dude, like it's still rugby at the end of the day. Like, relax.
Yeah, there's a lot of more coverage of it, but like,
But I think for me, when I woke up that following day,
yeah,
that morning, I don't know what it was. I just got so overwhelmed.
you just got emotional.
Yeah.
Did you just wake up and you just
I
shed
woke
a
up
tear?
and I was like, because I looked out the window. I was
Yeah.
like, no way.
So your journey sort of started.
Because from Monte Casino,
Yeah.
I had an apartment in Fourways.
Yeah.
My apartment. So me, I could sleep at my place. My apartment, I could literally walk to it.
Yeah.
From Monte Casino, right?
Yeah.
And so I thought to myself, the Bobs of a day when... Because sometimes when you are at the Lions or whatever, you got your first contract.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not odd for you to blow your money in the first week.
Exactly.
Or like the second week. And then the rest of the time, it's a hustle.
Yeah.
Right? I remember the one time thinking to myself, so, and my brother's house, I also used to walk down Monte Casino.
Yeah.
I remember when I stood out the window, I was like, just 2 years ago, I used to take a taxi to Fourways, and Fourways walk from here to my brother's house. And I'm like, then at my place again, sometimes when I would get to that on
Corner of
Winnie
Mandela.
on Winnie Mandela Drive.
Yeah.
There sometimes I would literally freewheel my car just save petrol.
And today.
And I just couldn't help it.
Yeah.
I just cried. I was like, no way.
And this is me now.
Yeah. So that, I won't lie, 13th of June was, it was very big for me. It was a big moment. I think it was one of the moments where, because it almost felt the whole time,
Yeah.
everything was happening, but I was like, besides, how do I explain it?
I know, it's like having an outer life experience.
Yes.
It's happening, but you're almost like looking at it from like, almost from a bird's point of view. It's like, oh, this is happening to Aphiwe.
Yeah.
But you actually...
But then in that moment, I
Yeah.
felt one with the moment. I was like, yo, okay, this is you now.
Yeah.
So I think from that moment, I had a lot of appreciation for what I had.
Yeah.
And yeah, then I had, a pretty good run, I think.
Those 2 tries.
No, I scored one.
Oh,
that-
yeah,
that
you set
day,
up the other one.
But then I set up another one. I almost knocked the ball.
I remember when you came off your chest.
Yeah.
But it was a good collection.
Yeah,
Dive was classic.
It was.
But another big moment for me was being New Zealand.
New Zealand.
You fly early as a test squad that is supposed to win that test match. You need to make a statement.
I mean, there's one thing. I mean, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
There's just, even at that early stage, with the coaching staff, Rassi, Jacques, just how they were able to, you would be willing to go through a war.
Yeah. There's a way that they sort of get into your head.
Exactly.
And
you willing to go through a wall. And for me, right, being the least capped guy, to be told, no, you're gonna go ahead. I was like, what?
Me?
All my other guys and my mates and the little group that I had formed, they stayed and they're like, no, you'll go with the senior guys. So that for me was like, sure, okay. And that entire week, you would think training was like gruesome, intense, or whatever.
Like there's the pictures and you guys had daggers and
no, like all that, I got the message that I got. Whether we're gonna have an intense session or a light session, you just always need to understand that there's a kid out there watching you.
Ooh.
And how you apply yourself. So if you running and you Lexi Daisy in your run, there's a kid saying being a bok means that.
Ooh.
So for me, whether it was a training session, whether it was a match day, I was the same.
Yeah.
And that was a good way to prime me for where I was.
Yeah.
And what it meant.
Sure.
Where I was. And I remember I wasn't even feeling sure about the game because the Friday, we just literally, because of the wind at Westpac. It was so bad.
Vacating.
We literally just went there for like kick around and a walk through. Then I was literally chilling in a jacuzzi. Like my roommate was like, no, let's go chill in the jacuzzi. I'm like,
this is weird.
It needs to be something I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I remember Coach Jock, he asked me, so how was your spar? And I mean, he was just playing around with me.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was a trick question or what. I was like, nah, it was okay, Coach. He's like, AP, it's fine. If you enjoyed it, it's great. Let's just go out and enjoy tomorrow. And that's all it was, And again, I think years later, I've had more appreciation of that moment than at that point. Because at that point, it was just, we won. Yes, it's big for South Africa, for what we said we wanted and where this team says they want to go.
Yeah.
It's great. But personally, it never really sunk in terms of what happened. Yeah.
Do you think that becoming the breakthrough player of the year, you step up on stage, your reaction was the true reflection of what really was happening in your head?
Yes. No. Like, I think, and that like, that's also something about myself that I learned through those moments.
Yeah.
That what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna try and
sugarcoat.
Yeah.
And make it to be like, I need to have prepared a speech and sound like.
I've learned to be comfortable with me being uncomfortable with certain things and being honest about that.
Yeah.
If I go, and I find that's what helps me and makes me relate to people more, because I feel in my own way I'm more myself when I'm honest with you and like, for example, I'll get into a room and I say, I'm nervous
Yeah.
about what's going on. And I'm not just saying that to try and
To
make
deep.
everyone comfortable and
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
I'm saying it because I'm like,
Actually,
my
this is what I'm
heart
feeling.
is pounding. I've allowed myself to be that vulnerable with myself. And even in a game, I'll say to myself, I'm freaking nervous. Like I'm very nervous. I mean, I was listening, and the other time I was listening to Adi talking on a podcast. He was saying,
Surveyor for context.
Yeah, he was like, he's so shit scared for contact.
Yeah. But when you see him
Running
carry that ball.
And then I look at him, so I was like, someone else feels like that.
I think if you have to put it in context, you know, like if you carry the ball like Iguala,
Yeah.
probably best for you because then you can know how to step and get away from everyone.
Exactly,
Like
right?
be cowardly about it. Is actually
Yeah.
that's when your instinct kicks in, right? All your instinct sort of kicks in. That thing that, you know, someone else can think that you premeditated that step, but it was just a matter of like, I'm avoiding that shoulder.
Exactly. You know? So I think the speech at the awards, man, that was, I mean, even that moment, the Bobs, now you're taking me back.
Yeah, no. I knew
Those moments, the Bobs, it was. I think though, on the flip side, this is something that I've gone on now, recent times to start talking about.
Yeah.
To say, it almost felt at the time that, is this really me? Like, I was always anticipating something wrong that was going to happen.
Like felt like an imposter.
So I was always anticipating.
Yeah, it's like, no, not everything's supposed to work out for me.
Yeah.
Why is this happening?
Yeah, because I was like,
When they're gonna pull the plug?
exactly. Like, it almost felt like, and I mean, standing there, because I think the one it was this year.
Yeah.
There's a guy. We were playing in Ireland,
Okay.
the Bulls.
Yeah.
And then this guy, he's an Irish guy. He's like, you don't remember me? I'm like, dude,
No clue.
I don't. It's like I was at the Monaco Awards and you were very rude to me.
And I can imagine, I know what type of person you are.
So I was like, yo, sir, that could have been the furthest thing that I just was in so much shock of what was happening.
Yeah.
That I don't remember anyone I shook hands off that day.
What?
It was a blur. I remember at some point I was in a flight with like Brian Habana, but that was a blur as well.
Yeah.
There was Driscoll. I remember seeing snippets of them.
Yeah.
But it was like a blur.
It's like,
so I'm like, if you greeted me, God knows
what I could have said.
what I could have said or done, because I don't remember it.
Wow.
So that's how it felt like. And I said, what I expressed on stage,
Yeah.
I wasn't just saying that.
No, I saw that.
It was just how I felt and how things seemed.
No, I appreciated it in a way because of sort of seeing the human being and the person sort of growing to be into that space. And I mean, 2019 was going to be a big year.
Oh, the Bulls.
And then that
2019.
August, you get that call.
But you guys learn about it August.
Yeah.
I learned about it in July. Because we finish, so we lose the Super Rugby final, Christchurch.
Yeah.
We'll be back. I think we were one of the last guys to join camp up in Pretoria.
Yeah.
Right? So we get there first week.
Yeah.
So again, similarly what was done last year,
Yeah.
they tell us. So now this is a week going to Australia. Okay.
Yes.
Then the following was going to be New Zealand. So we were going to fly out the Thursday of the Australian test to New Zealand.
Yeah.
The other guys, which was the guys that were playing New Zealand. So I was
Yeah.
part of those guys.
You in the trip again?
Yeah. I was part of that trip again. But now it feels a bit more familiar, you know?
Yeah,
You're
I've
like,
been
yeah, you're a bit more comfortable, you know, and there's a couple of new faces as well. So your confidence has grown as well. Now we have the last training before we get into Australia week. It's a Friday.
Okay.
We have a training session inside.
Just to get into the flight.
No. So,
Okay.
So there's 2 weeks before New Zealand.
Oh.
Right? But this is the last week before Australia test week. Right?
Sure.
And we're gonna fly the Australia week.
Yes,
to
on that
play.
leg. Yeah.
So this Friday of the last day of like camp
With everyone.
for everyone, I tore my hammy, grade 3, complete rupture. Friday, that session. So I think Sia came in the change room. Because immediately it happened. I think I started crying. Like, not like tears running down, like crying.
Like,
yeah, like I was crying. And then I think Sia came in the change room. And then he's like, Dwana, so just go hospital. And in the moment, you know what I thought?
yeah.
The thing that I always felt is going to go wrong. I was like, here it is.
Today is it.
Today is it.
Oh, wow.
I was like, here's this thing that I've always felt is coming. Okay. So that happens. And then, of course, now I get sent to specialists. Because the idea was, and with the specialist, the discussion was, if we operate you, because like, dude, you're not a Usain Bolt. If you,
You are to us.
you know, if we operate you and we pull it, right? So I tore my semitendinosus. So from the insertion here, so it tore off.
The bone.
Yeah.
Or of the tendon itself.
Yeah. So it tore off from here and it went up to behind my knee. So normally what they would do when you have an MCL reconstruction, that's where they would cut and then attach it here at the back.
Ah.
Yeah. So the doc said because of that, we can get away with just rehabbing it where it is right now. But you're gonna lose a bit of, you know, speed. It won't be Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were Usain Bolt, we'd probably say operate because a millisecond means a lot.
A lot.
In 100 meters. You'll probably lose a millisecond or two, but it's nothing to write home for. So you'll be fine if we just rehab it where it is.
Sure.
So I was like, so then in my mind, I had a day 0 of saying, so they said, if you make it to the Namibia game, which was the last pool game of the 29 World Cup, you'll be eligible to be in the quarters.
Wow.
So I was like,
okay.
Possible. So this is June, so I had July, August, September. So I had 3 months.
Yeah.
So they said, but if you do operation,
you are out.
Yeah, like we'll see you next year. So I'm like, I'll go for it. I'll take the 3 months. I'll take my chances. And the doctor told me, he's like, well, I'm not guaranteeing you, but this is your best chance.
If you want to be here.
If you want to go to the World Cup.
Yeah.
You know? So obviously I consult family, coaches as well. And it was weird because they didn't make a decision for me. They're like, what you comfortable with? Shit, this is not making it easier.
Like if I say operation, you guys assume this.
Yes.
If I go with this, so no one makes a decision, but they are actually making your decision.
Exactly. So I was like, no, it's fine. I'll go 3 months. So me being me, head down, start working.
Yeah.
So immediately oxygen chamber. This is now July now.
Yeah.
This is now July. Whole of July, I'm doing rehab. 29th of July, I think 27th, they're there and thereabout. I'm at the Lions.
Yeah.
Because when I'd see the Springbok physios, Renee and them, they were away with the box.
So you need to have someone who's
so
there.
I needed to be with someone who's here.
Yeah.
So I was with the Lions guys. Right. So and I was working with the guys there. Then now Rudolph calls me. I remember it was after my rehab session. Now, this is after my first. So everyone was like, dude, you actually might even be ready for the second game. The way your rehab is going.
It's going so well.
It's going so well because now already I am doing like running mechanics.
Okay, so you can do.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've torn a tendon, I mean that is already like progress.
Sorry, I did platelets. I was doing. So then, now I'm really on the field. This is like my day one, my first day.
Yeah.
Back on the field, right?
Yes.
I've already sent a message to the coaches. This is my progress. Whatever. No, don't worry, AP, we already got it.
Sure.
Just keep
pushing
everything.
It's good.
Cool. Soon, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm good. Get my bag. Rudolph calls me. Do you mind coming to the office? So I'm like,
This is strange.
okay, weird. As I'm approaching the office, I was checking my phone. Like 10 missed calls. It's my agent.
Yeah.
Okay, dude, like, what's going on? So I call him. I'm like, yo, dude, listen, I'm just seeing Rudolph quickly. When I'm done seeing Rudolph,
Let's chat.
He's like, no, I'm waiting here with Rudolph.
Huh?
Like, how far are you? I'm like, yeah, I'm just pulling up parking lot and then I'm gonna come.
Yeah.
It's okay, cool.
Nothing comes to mind.
No. At the time, I'm like,
there's no like. You're not even thinking what's the urgency.
to be honest, I thought now maybe because in one or two incidents there was an issue with me like my rehab and Rudolph not being happy with.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah. So there was something.
So it's something like, are you at the Springboks or are you at the Lions?
Exactly.
I think that's the best way to put it.
Exactly. So I was like, okay. I go, I walk in there, and you can see, like.
Did you feel like walking into like a headmaster's office?
Yes.
And you are in trouble?
Yes. So now I'm like, no, what's going on here? I go in. Rudolph says, AP, there's no other way of saying this, but we just received a letter from SAID. They're saying you failed, you've got a failed sample. So I'm like, okay, what does that mean?
Yeah.
I mean, Gerd will tell you.
Not to laugh,
I had a bit of arrogance when I asked him, like, okay, so what does that mean? So he's like, yeah, so before Rudolph could even carry on, Gerd is like, dude, can we talk on the side? Me and you. Before you answer, before you say anything, can we talk on the side? I'm a lawyer by trade, so
Yeah. Look,
yeah.
Let's protect you.
Yeah. So he's like, okay, dude, this is what happened, right? You banned now from sport because you took steroids.
Yeah.
So I'm like, steroids from where?
Yeah.
He's like, we don't know, AP. That's why we're asking you. But if you tell me now where maybe you suspect things coming from, we can maybe protect you. So I'm like I stood there froze and I'm like,
I mean, jeepers.
so I'm like, Gerd,
No, I don't know this.
I don't know. He's like, AP, we don't have to answer. We can always say to Rudolph, we're coming back. and then let's think about it, and then let's maybe come back again. I'm like, think about what? I've got a World Cup to get to.
Like, what are you guys holding me back for?
So he's like, okay, let's go back. Go in there, Rudolph, I don't know what he's talking about. So they're like, okay, we need to release a statement. So what would your official statement be? Right? And it's so weird. Everything from there, that post becomes so curated.
Yeah.
Because now it's, even the answering, it's, we need to reach a statement. What's your response? Your response is either this or that.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So your response is either no, I'm saying no. If you say no, these are your options. If you're saying no, know that you don't have the option then of getting a lesser sentence because you've said outright no.
Yeah.
So what that means now, you're saying your sample must get tested again, your B sample, and you get a trial. That's what no means. I'm like, okay, what does yes mean? Yes means you admit, and right now everything you banned, then they'll negotiate based on what information you then give them from what you then know of how you took it and where you took it, and what more information you give them, they lessen your sentence. Like, okay, yes is not an option for me because I don't know
what is happening.
So then they're like, okay, you have option B, but now here are your two options. So I'm like, okay, what's next? Okay, then after that, they're like, by the way, please understand, this is your last paycheck. Oops.
On this is the same meeting.
Yeah. So you got paid on 21st.
Yeah.
So he said, the one you got paid now, 25th.
It's your last one.
It's your last one until this things get cleared. So everything of yours, it's frozen.
I mean, if you, in the same meeting, and then you get to know that this now is affecting your livelihood, but like,
so I don't think it actually clicked then, right?
Yeah.
I think the only thing that I thought of then was, okay, I'm not gonna get the next paycheck. So now, what does that really mean? Because I just bought a house. It's only the aftermath when I left that also the other endorsement, I learned that everyone is kind of like, you know. So again, even in that moment, it was an ouch moment, but maybe the realities of it would later kick in and I would soon learn what it actually meant. Because think about it, Hotman. So now I bought a house. I was not driving my car. So,
Sure.
I mean, the guy that had my car actually was my brother. So my brother was driving my car.
Sure.
And now I don't have a car anymore because they've taken the car, sponsored car.
Yeah.
Now I've got to go to my brother and be like, yo, dude,
You have to bring my ride back.
like my car back. But now I'm getting a car back. I'm like, geez, I'm still paying installment for this car. Now the worst part is that when now the news come out to you guys.
Yeah, now everyone, the whole public is getting...
Everyone knows, yo, man, I just want to dig a hole. Just disappear. I promise you, I just wanted to disappear because it was horrible. It was horrible. And the first time I spoke about it was with the Libala Lechotman. He's from News 24.
Yeah.
I was close to, we have a mutual friend.
Sure.
So he just wanted to get
down to it.
Yeah, like what was going on, like at the time. And I think what I heard coming from, and I know people say, don't read what social media says and all of those things.
You can't avoid that.
Yeah. you can try and limit it,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, you are gonna go and see what people are saying, because when things are going good, these are the same platforms that you feed off, right?
It's so true.
Right?
Yeah.
You feed off it, it gives you a bit of confidence, gives you that chip on
It's
your
the same
shoulder.
beast.
So now that same beast, now you're going there and you're seeing the things that are being written, and I won't lie to you, seeing that was like, now I was a lot of things to a lot of people. So he wrote an article, and of course now I was checking the responses from this article. And I think after when I spoke then, I refrained from talking.
Sure.
Because the backlash I got, because I thought I was pouring my heart in terms of what I was going through. But what I got back was like, no, he thinks he's this, he thinks he's whatever, he thinks he's that and that. And this is also what I learned with people. Because to a large degree, and if I'm being, candid, I'm also like that.
Yeah.
That it's so easy to have an opinion about someone else,
And you don't know the thing from nothing.
and what's happening or what's been put out there about them for me to critique that, and I really don't know the person, So that gave me perspective.
Sure.
To say this is just generally how human beings are, and this is how we are. This is how I am as Aphiwe. So it's nothing different. It's not for me to say I forgive the people or I don't forgive the people. People are always going to be people, and they're always going to react like that. So yeah, it was.
I mean, it must have been lonely, but
Very lonely. Again, as lonely as it might have been, my family was there.
Yeah.
And they were a huge part of it. So I remember now feeling sorry for myself, of course.
Yeah.
Now I go to Eastern Cape, Kai, ne, go to. So of course people are talking, I'm Gcobani, I'm mama, I have a 17.
Yeah.
So of course you hear these things.
Yeah.
So, and I was telling my mom, lady, nah, I'm done. I'm done. I was like, you done? So, what's the plan? So the plan is for you to do what? Is stay here for till Tiktini. And I think it was at that moment, because I still had had an initial hearing, then I had another hearing, right? So on the second hearing now, going into that, I think what got me, because I was ready to just can that as well. I was like, it's fine.
You had enough.
I'm done.
Whatever has to happen.
Whatever happens. Now, Hotman, the bank has been calling me.
that doesn't stop this reality.
Of course. Gcobani Bobo, kungo September, October. Boxer in the semis.
I mean, actually, what are you going
I couldn't watch any of the games, by the way. I couldn't. I just couldn't watch any rugby. The only game I got to get myself to watch was the final, because for some reason I felt a huge part of myself was a part of that.
Yeah.
And
you wanted to see the destiny.
Yes. I wanted to. And I think that's why I watched that game. But
where do you watch this game?
I watched it at home. So I had literally my two brothers come with me, because I said I don't want anyone else. I just want, if you guys are coming, just be the two of you guys, then we can watch the game. And so when I was at home with your lady, and this is where now I think a mind shift took place, where old lady said to me, and mom painted a picture for me, and I've since perfected this picture, even even in my own pictures that I do actually in business.
Sure.
So my mom said, Jonga, out of you Nanam, you grew up in right? it was no mistake that when you were 3, we took you to boarding school, right? Because the kids you started with, grade 1, all of you guys, there was probably 90 of you guys? How many finished grade 7?
Oh.
So I was like...
Perspective.
So my mom said, it's no more than 50. She's like, okay. Out of that 50, how many finished grade 9?
Dwindles down even further.
My mom said, how many finished matric? I said, I don't know. She said 5. Out of 90 kids. She said, out of that 5, how many have a varsity degree? My mom's like, there's 3 of you guys. She's like, out of that 3, how many are working? Only you. She's like, something's happened to you, yes. But out of the 90 kids, dude, you're the only one who has something. Yes, rugby was one, but you don't just have one thing. So you telling me you're just going to sit here and do nothing? Because now, out of that 90, you're going to become one of the ones that stay here.
You're going to be part of the 90.
You're going to be part of the 90 that lives here. So I said, sure. I mean, I'm paraphrasing now. Mom didn't say it in exactly those words.
Yeah.
I'm the one that has...
You have to put it in your... I mean, it's like anything. We always write our own story in our heads of what is happening, right?
Exactly. So when my mom said that, I was like, yo. But I was like, Mama, I don't want to do. So now my guardian angel calls me, my agent. Agent calls me. He's like, dude, where are you? I'm like, I'm in the Eastie. He's like, dude, I'm thinking, your house, you're this, you're that. How you doing there? And I'm being honest with you, I haven't answered any calls. He's like, AP, that's the worst thing you can do. So he's like, how much? So I tell them a bond, so he's like, you've got money.
You're like, what?
I'm like, I've got money? He's like, yeah, remember when you started, we set out a trust, and part of the money that you were getting paid and all your match fees were getting paid there. I'm like, Gert, dude, you didn't just say that, bro. I'm like, what? He's like, dude, you've got money, bro.
We good. Let's go.
Let's go. Come to Joburg.
Let's go again.
Let's deal with this thing. So I'm like, wow. So Gert. So then now we sat. He's like, how much are your expenses? So
this is you becoming an adult now.
Yeah, right? So Gert is like, okay, dude, you've got X amount of months to live on this money. I think I had a year and 8 months.
Look at all the accountants making their sums now.
So I've got a year and 8 months, and Gert said, we can push it to 2 years. And you won't just be living, barely, you'll be okay. But within these 2 years, you need to find something.
Make it work.
So, of course, again, now got into my superstar mindset. I chilled again.
You're back in Joburg.
Back in Joburg. I've got pocket money. I get pocket money.
Yeah.
I'm paying my expenses. Everything is sharp. I can relax. But as much as I have that, it was as if, so if you saw me, right?
Yeah.
Or if you met me, right? After you met me, you'd be like, oh, this kid is fine. Right? But when I'm at home, there was a whole different, I don't know what to call it, demons I was dealing with.
Your own traumas.
Right?
Things that you had
going through. So for me to even get out of the house, that in itself
took bravery. Took some getting into.
The one that I actually told on the newspaper where I said I ended up in hospital because I think I collapsed in the mall. Then someone took me to Foy's hospital.
Were you on your own?
Yeah, I was. I was like, let me just go buy something.
And then you sort of passed out.
Yeah. So then after that, now I started going to the doctor. Now I went for CT scans. They're like, there's nothing wrong with you, bro. Because I feel like I keep having these, because I think when I finally now decided to go see someone is because I was having a bra at home.
Yeah.
And I was holding cooking oil.
Yeah.
And my arm just locked. And it fell. So then after that, my family was like, something's wrong here. So I went for scans. They tried to look for a tumor. They looked for this. There was nothing. And all it was just, stress, the trauma of what had happened. And man, I really struggled with that when I was at home, like as much as I held on to what my mom said.
Yeah.
Chana,
you're not. It's not that bad.
You're not down and out, But the trying took so much from me. It was very difficult, and now this is the thing. I also don't like pity.
Yeah,
So even talking about it now, I'm always careful because I never want the narrative of, oh, shame.
Yeah, no, it's not.
No, it's when I talk about it, it makes me emotional, but not to the extent where someone now must feel like, damn, dude, you went, whatever. It's like, that's my life story. That's what I went through.
Yeah.
So again, I think earlier I mentioned to you that I'm a person who likes reflecting on things.
Yeah.
So one of those moments for me, right? So I think now we are. So I went through the phase where I didn't have money. And there I was going.
I was
going. Then now I get money.
Yeah.
Then it's like, we shop.
Yeah.
Then now we're going to day zero now. I remember sitting with my then girlfriend, my wife now.
Yeah.
And I was telling her, dude, now we have like 4 months.
Sheesh.
To get to day zero. And akoplani.
And it's
akoplani. And fortunately, I get a call. He's one of my business partners today. So when I did a thing for one of the endorsement partners.
Sure.
So there was a guy there who was heading up the project. And he really liked me and we got along and whatever stuff. But he was the guy at the back.
Okay.
It was never the front. Nick.
Sure.
Nick. So Nick calls me. He's like, Aphiwe, what are you doing?
Like genuine concern.
Yeah, genuine. He's like, dude, how are you? And this guy, he didn't have my number. We met. It was on Instagram. He sent me a DM. And we had been chatting about obviously the campaigns and stuff. But now he's like, AP, how are you? I'm like, Nick. He's like, is it fine if I get your number? Maybe call you. We have coffee. We sit. So I'm like, okay, cool. So then we sit, and he's like, I've read somewhere that you studied marketing, you've did marketing. Where is that? I'm like, I don't know. So he's like, dude, I'm leaving. So I got effed over by a business partner of mine.
Yeah.
So now I started this business and I'm going by myself solo. I've already started it. We've got structures, me and my wife. But I think we can do with a person like you.
Wow.
So I'm like, as what? She's like, I don't know. We'll see though. So this guy's like, I feel the engagements we've had now and previously, you've got a level-headed mind and there's something there that I think you can explore. So immediately he got me involved in his projects. So when he would go see his clients, he'd always go and ask me to tag along. And when he's doing strat, for example, for a specific campaign, he'd send it to me and be like, what do you think? Put in your comments and send it to me. So I'd do that. So one of the other things, so I'll make changes and stuff. So the one we landed a campaign. So he's like, do you know what I did with this work? I took exactly your comments everything that you told me, I
Applied
presented. I just took that. I asked the guys to put in a presentation. That's what I presented. That's how we got the deal.
Phew.
So I was like,
How's that now for your mental health at that time?
so I was like, okay, there's another layer to Aphiwe, right? So then now that became now me,
Yeah.
right? So now that became me now.
And then you became obsessive about it again.
Yeah, but now the thing is, you must understand, they've as well, haven't been at it for long.
Sure.
So, and they still trying to land things. And it's COVID now. No one wants to spend on marketing budget. Everyone wants to cut on marketing budget. So now it's like,
First thing that goes, right?
right? So it's like, AP, we're not getting the projects that we want. So now, I remember like when we like page other, I'd be like, dude, this is not even gonna cover
This month.
this thing. No, not let alone the month. It's not gonna can cover my car.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so I remember the one time now, I'm trying to get to the perspective point. I was driving.
Sure.
So our offices were in Bedford View. So I'm driving from Bedford View. So when you drive from Bedford, you drive past Alex. And I remember that day, my petrol was on empty. And that time there, I'm like, life is just shit.
Yeah.
I stopped on the side of the road. So my plan, right? Always my plan. After work, it's like freewheel mode.
Yeah.
From there.
We've been doing this.
Right? I'm gonna freewheel this thing. But God, man, I stood out there, that young Alex. Yeah. That's it. People live like this every day.
Yeah.
From the day they're born till their last breath. Now, I've experienced this for 2 years. And I'm saying life is shit.
Yeah.
Like, how much more for them?
Yeah.
And I'm complaining about, I'm in a car. It just doesn't have petrol.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's bad, but it's not that bad. So I think for me, it was moments like that I was like, dude, get yourself together. You're still fine. I thought to myself, once I move to the street, then maybe we can start now.
Having a bit of a...
Yeah.
Need a consultant.
Yeah. But at that point, I'm still saying to myself, no. Nangoku. Now, like, MT1, do you make her at home?
We're going.
And my girlfriend, now my wife, she was like, dude, you're so brave. She's like, wait, did you know I know my car? No. By now.
You know what the reserve tank...
I
how
know
many
reserve
kilometers goes
can
to.
do. I know what my reserve could do. Go. And God, man, I kept growing, man, as a person, because from there, I remember now I got confidence, not only now by... now I graduated from being the guy that goes to meetings. Now I look for my own meetings.
Yeah.
But again, now I was very scared of people.
Sure.
Because I always thought people saw me as
that
that person before Aphiwe. So for me, there was no Aphiwe. There was Aphiwe, the doping guy.
Yeah.
So it was hard for me to approach people, right?
Yeah.
Because I always had a reservation about what people maybe think of me. So that was very difficult for me. So I finally got the bravery of it. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to actually try something. So I call Gert again. Dude, I'm gonna try at home first, people I know.
Sure.
Gert, there's that guy, man, we once worked with and whatever. So Gert will give me contacts. And then that would create a bit of a safe space for me to contact guys. We'd get things here. Then my big break came through now.
Yeah.
There's a guy I went and I was presenting to, and this guy told me straight out in the meeting. He's like, I think you're in the wrong business.
What?
He's like, I like what you have, and we'll probably give you work, but I think you're in the wrong business. If you're interested, I think there's something me and you can do.
Okay.
And this guy got me into IT. Yeah. OA, Office Automation, Business Services.
Okay.
And that's what Hotman I've been in since then. I've learned so much being part of that group. It's a Daisy group.
Sure.
Daisy Business Solutions. I've been part of that group now for 6 years. And they gave me an opportunity to start and build my own business.
Amazing.
They resourced that business. Their family resourced it. And didn't come without its, headaches and teething problems. But again, I mean, everyone was supportive. I mean, my other business partner is my best friend. I remember approaching him. I mean, he just got promoted at one of the telecom companies.
Yeah.
And I said to him, dude, I got this
solutions.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Would you leave work and come work with me? He left the following day. He resigned.
Yes.
He's now the sales director of our business. He's my business partner. I mean, there's another story about me and him where I dated his sister when we were younger.
No, you're a married man, AP. You're not going there.
On a lighter note, but I mean, Hotman, as much as, so much has happened in that time, again, I think I skimmed through a lot of, the emotions and a lot of what happened.
Yeah.
Because Hotman, I dealt with a lot in that period, but I never want that to be what defines me.
Sure.
Right? And even afterwards, there's still things that I still struggle with.
Yeah, you are going to make mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, like there's things that from what happened.
Yeah, you still have to get over and...
Yeah, and I've learned to accept that it's okay to go through them. And because it's all of these things that are putting layers in who Aphiwe is.
Sure.
And there's one thing though, people think maybe because I'm still fragile because of that, I'm not comfortable with myself.
Okay.
I'm very confident in myself and comfortable in who I am now more than any other time.
If I have to ask you, who's Aphiwe?
Who's Aphiwe? Yeah, depends. There's Aphiwe, the business guy.
Yeah.
There's Aphiwe, the family guy. There's Aphiwe, the sportsman. But to Aphiwe, man, he's a very loving person. Very intentional person. I'm very intentional. I'm a very sentimental person. And if there's one thing else that describes me is, I think I've mentioned it, is my family. Family to me is everything, not just people that I'm related to by blood, people that have been in that circle. For me, that's what I live for, and as Nelson Mandela says, would die for. That's me. That's me.
AP, I'm looking forward to the season. I'm looking forward to you playing rugby. Thank you. Thank you for your generous words and you sharing and being vulnerable. I know this is not the last time we're going to be talking.
Of course.
And sitting down and sharing this. And thank you for, I'm not going to say trusting me to be here to facilitate this chat. But yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, Pops. Thank you as well. I think you underestimate your own, because I think when you came and you could possibly look at it back then and think we didn't notice. We saw Gcobani coming back from wherever he was overseas that didn't quite have his things where they were or where they needed to be. But the way you were able to show up for us, and you can imagine, I then play for the Boks, and I'm like, this guy went to Dale. Like, we start to mirror you, and I mean, the love that we have for you and how much we adore you. as well, I mean, don't underestimate that, even though maybe we won't blatantly say it.
It's understandable.
You know, but there's a lot of admiration for yourself from us, and we look up to you. Like, genuinely, I don't say that just, you know, for clout.
It's not lip service.
You know, it's not lip service, and it's not for clout, for
Yeah.
money. The way you go about your business, and you're not sometimes when we look at life, we think of people that are part of the institution. You haven't made us to feel like you are here. You have been institutionalized. If I speak to you, I speak with. So I'm making an example. If I speak to some of the other maybe guys or whatever, and I won't name drop, sometimes kuba nzima to say Booty or Hotman, because I don't see him as that. I see him as the TV person. But I can relate to you and say Putbobs or Tapobs, because we Hotman before you are any of the things that we relate on a rugby field with. So there's the person first that we relate to, and hence until now I'm kwekwa because unguputikala.
Sure.
But if you were just, because it's like other kids, now I joke with them that they'd be like, yo, you know, but it's because they know TV Aphiwe.
Yeah.
And the Aphiwe or Ngumxhosa or Nguputi, they don't resonate with that.
Sure.
But maybe because they don't know me. But you've created that for some of us. And that's huge for someone like me. See now, look at me now.
I didn't look at that. I didn't. Don't talk to about me. Yo, like, subscribe. This is what it is. We're building this community. It's the Kerport, keeping it rugby. Thank you, FD.
Come on.